What's up, Bertini fam? Now in today's video, we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of interior mods on my 2020 Mini Cooper F56 JCW.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
One of the biggest things I'm gonna be changing out, because I think they're super ugly, and that is these checker platformed pieces right here. I do not like the look of these at all. I know a lot of people complain about these. It's so odd too, because my model comes with all the piano black pieces, which is so mind-blowing to me that the only thing that they left on that is checkered is this piece right here. They could have easily did the piano black, which will look super, super nice and super elegant and super sporty in one of these Mini Coopers. And there's a bunch of other things that we're gonna be doing. It's gonna be a super quick and simple, easy video today, but it's a lot of things that are gonna make a big difference on how the interior looks. The other thing is these all-weather floor mats. Those things, in my opinion, do not look good. I get that they're functional. A lot of people love these things. They absolutely swear by these things. But in the Mini Cooper, at least for me, I prefer something that's a lot more sporty, a lot more luxurious feeling. And so these things are gonna have to go too. Now, if you have not yet, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and become a part of the Bertini fam. What are you waiting for, bro? Click that thing. It's free. Free 99. And of course, you'll be able to stay up to date on all the content I put out there. It's simple. Now that all the formalities are out of the way, go ahead and roll the intro. All right, well, first things first, let's go ahead and remove this side since it's gonna be the easier one for us to just pop out. We'll need to remove the tachometer, speedometer, if you will, the gauges, in order to get to it, but this should easily just pop out once we remove this. Okay, so what I'm realizing is this piece is gonna be just like this piece, where I have to remove this centerpiece in order for me to get this out properly. And so that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna break anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this piece off first, and then we'll go ahead and get these two pieces out. And that'll be pretty simple. We'll go ahead and pop this piece off here. There's a tab that you needed to press for this to come forward, and then this will just pop off, and then we could go ahead and remove these air vents.
Jenkins! Oh my God, he just ran in. Let's go! Stick to the plan! Let's go! Let's go!
Look how much better that looks now with the piano black. I mean, the cockpit just looks so much more cleaner. I mean, the whole front now looks so much more cleaner and less tacky. That checkered, that old checkered pattern, that just looks so tacky. Now, at least with the piano black, everything is nice and succinct. It has the little bit of chrome bits, which I don't mind. I'm not crazy, because I know some of you might ask, well, why didn't you just do the overlays instead of going through all that trouble, as well as spending all the additional money? You could have easily just bought some cheaper overlays. I'll put links in the description box below to some overlays that you can pick up if you're not interested in spending the extra money and going through the whole route that I did in order to replace these. I'm not a big fan of overlays, especially if I don't have to. So if I ever want to like black out this piece, sure, I might have to go with an overlay. There's no other option, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. So only when there's no other options will I do it. And there are a few pieces that we're going to be doing overlays on, just not those two. And since there's OEM piano black ones, I just felt that it made a lot of sense. And I have some carbon fiber bits that are going to be going into the interior. I just don't want to go crazy with the carbon fiber and carbon fiber everything, because to me, too much carbon fiber can look a little bit tacky. I mean, heck, even in super high-end cars like Paganis, Ferraris, Porsches, Lamborghinis. The carbon fiber is tasteful. It's not literally every piece in the whole car is carbon fiber. And so I do want to be mindful of that as well. Funny enough, I'm going to actually be adding this carbon fiber overlay right over here to the start and stop button. I just wanted to add a little bit of carbon fiber over here to mix things up, and I felt like this is super tasteful. It's super easy to install. One thing that I've already done off camera is I've already prepped this surface with 91% isopropyl alcohol. You don't necessarily need to do it with 91%. You could do it with 70%, or you could do it with the alcohol swab provided. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a heat gun to this, probably about 10 to 15 seconds, heat this tape up here, and then we'll go ahead and get it on. And thanks to movie magic, we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, and just like that, we got a beautiful carbon fiber button installed. Damn, that thing came out super nice. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of overlays, but that thing looks really, really good. And don't forget, like I mentioned in all my videos, anything you want to purchase from today's video, go ahead and check out links in the description box below. Use code Bertini, this way you could save a bunch of money and you could get some really cool stuff. All right, let's go ahead and take these mats out and get the new ones in. Just to show you what mats I decided to go with, look at these things. These are the John Cooper Works floor mats. I don't know how any JCW doesn't want to have these in them. These things just look super, super sweet. I also did the rears. Now, these are a little bit pricey, but given the investment of a JCW, I think little things like these add so much detail to the mix. So let's go ahead and get these things into my JCW. All right, well, that's it. And these things came out super, super sick. I'm really digging the details. I feel like, look, now the interior looks so much more sporty, even with just the floor mats. Highly recommend picking up a set of these. I know they're a little bit expensive, but definitely worth it. And like I said, you can save some money if you use code Bertini. All right, now I know today's video was a quick one. I'm already super hot and sweaty. I've had to change shirts. I've had to wipe my face down because this Central Florida heat is just absolutely ridiculous. The humidity here is insane. Now, for me, this was a pretty big mod because I couldn't stand looking at the checkered panels over here. Obviously, when you're driving, you know, I don't get to see the outside of the Mini Cooper all the time like everybody else does. What I see is the cockpit. And so when I'm looking at something that looks absolutely not my style and taste at all, it gets to you after some time. So for me, this was a pretty big mod. Same thing with the carpets. I fell in love with these JCW carpets the second that I saw them. Don't forget, I will be including links to all this stuff in the description box below. And like I've already said a bazillion times, if you use code Bertini, you will save money on everything I install in all of my videos. With that being said, stay tuned in for my next video. I'm gonna be installing a custom carbon fiber steering wheel. It's gonna be super sick, as well as some titanium paddle shifters. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned in for that video because it really is gonna transform the look of the cockpit. Now, most importantly, above everything else that I talk about in my videos and everything that I show you all, please make sure you're putting out good energy into the world and you're paying it forward. It is the only way we're gonna make this world a better place. I'll check y'all out later. Bye now.